Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Welcome to today's show. This is the Sikh Helpline show, and today with me I've got Gyani Sukha Singh, who is the head of the Sikh Helpline and also the Sikh Naujawan Academy. And he's going to give you a bit of an insight of how the Sikh Naujawan Academy runs, the SNA, and also the Sikh Helpline, what sort of links it's got, how they came to get started, and what exactly they've been doing since, well, for the past number of years that they've been, helping kids get into Sikhi and help everyone who really needs help and support through the Sikh Helpline. I would just like to introduce Gyani to the audience and the show.
Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Okay, welcome to the show, Gyani Ji. Is it possible you can just give me a quick insight on what the SNA is about?
Well, SNA, the actual name of SNA is Sikh Naujawan Academy.
Yeah.
And why we started the academy, I'm going to go many years behind before even starting the academy.
Yeah.
Originally, I'm from Malaysia.
Yep.
And I'm born in Malaysia. Practically, when I was young, let me tell you the story. When I was young, there was a Gyani near my house. His name is Gyani Jagjit Singh.
Okay.
He's such a brilliant and wonderful Gyani. I was sitting with him and talking one day, and he is telling me his history.
Yep.
He used to be a drug addict for many years, and he said to cater his drugs habit, he used to steal, he used to do so many things just for drugs.
Okay.
And he got caught, and then they sent him to the drug center, and then he ran away from there. He got so many things happen in his life, And one day he was passing by this Gurdwara in Malaysia. There used to be a saint there, Sant Baba Sohan Singh in Malacca.
Okay.
So he's passing by this Gurdwara, and naturally for drug addicts, they don't have money for food,
Okay.
only for drugs.
It's only for drugs.
So he's thinking, I'm going to get free food in the Gurdwara. So he went in the Gurdwara, and our normal procedure is we wash our hands, we just go in Matha Tek. So he was walking in, and this was his own words. He said while he was walking in to Matha Tek, when his Matha touched Guru Maharaj's charan, he said at least for 15 to 20 minutes he could not lift his forehead. It's like you're taking two magnets and you just glue them together. And after 20 minutes, when he stood up, he said that feeling he felt, he never felt it before in his life. He tried so many drugs, he tried so many things in his life. He said that was something really special.
Miraculous.
Yeah. He just said, I cannot express the feeling. And he realized there's something really special here in the Guru Maharaj Charan.
Yeah.
And he told himself, that's it, I'm going to stay here. I'm going to get rid of my drug addict habit and so on, and I'm going to sort of move on this religious path. And right behind the Gurdwara there was Vidyala, Gyani Minder Singh Khalsa.
Vidyala, so it's a sort of a
education center.
Education center.
They were actually running a Granthi training course.
Okay.
They were training people to be Granthis in Malaysia.
Yeah.
And he got rid of his drug habit, and he stayed in the Gurdwara. He joined the training. He finished the Guru Granth Sahib da Santya part. He learned Kirtan, he learned Tabla, and he became a Gyani in my hometown.
Okay.
So where he used to be a drug addict, and now he's a Gyani in the Gurdwara.
Okay.
And
there's quite a bit of change.
Yeah, a lot of changes. And also normally I pass by, we sit down, we chat, we talk, and he really inspired me a lot. And he's the person who actually put me on this path of Seva. And one day we were sitting right in front of the Gurdwara, and he was just having a discussion with us, and there were a few of us learning from him. And he said that if you want to do Seva as a Granthi Sahib Seva or Gyani Seva, he gave me an example of a different Gyani. He said, if you look at that Gyani, he came from India. He was explaining about another Gyani from a different Gurdwara. He said he came from India. He got his house, he got his family down, he put them into education, he did his driving license, and he bought a car, and he got everything properly done for his family, which other Farji Banda.
Farji Banda, it's a family man.
Yeah, family man. But the thing is, he said that Gyani have not taught one single child in the Gurdwara Gurbani, not one single child how to do Kirtan, or neither how to play tabla, or even get them to keep their hair and walk on the path of Sikhi.
Yeah.
He said, if you want to be a Gyani like that, he said, this is his word. He said, I can tell you now, leave this Gurdwara, go to a factory or go to an office and do a different job.
Yeah.
No? He said, if you want to be a Gyani, you want to be a Granthi, he said, put your heart and soul and bachan di seva tusi dat ke karo.
So in other terms, you're saying that the term Gyani, like yourself, Gyani Sukha Singh, has got a lot of duties with it. As you've got a duty of care, you've got a duty to teach Sikhi, that's the word Gyan essentially, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
So practically from there, that's where I was sitting down. This was in front in a Gurdwara called Pusing in Malaysia. You know?
Okay.
And that's where I made a commitment to myself. I said, from whenever I complete my seva and wherever I go, I will definitely do Bachandi Seva. I'll definitely do a Gurmat camp. And I'll definitely teach the kids Kirtan and Tabla. Otherwise, I will not be a Gyani. You know?
Yeah.
I will not be Granthi Seva. And that's exactly what happened. From there onwards, I started teaching kids. In Malaysia itself, we have done Gurmat camps.
Okay.
We have taught kids how to do Kirtan, Tabla and so on. And when we came to UK in 1990s,
yeah,
and our first camp we did is in Dudley Gurdwara.
Okay, before you go that way forward, I would just like to ask you, you've been doing this, as far as I've heard from people, is more than 21 years now.
Yes,
And
in UK, yes, more than 21
more than
years.
21 years. But where was your initial start? Have you done camps back in your hometown, in your home country?
Yes, like Gyani Jagjit Singh in Pusing.
Okay.
That was the first camp we all did together.
Okay.
And then beside that, in Malaysia, I'm sure the Malaysians know about the Sikh Naujan Sabha Malaysia.
Yeah, I've heard.
They've been doing camps for the last 50 over years, I think.
Okay.
So that's where the habit of getting the kids together, have a organized structure, and give them the experience of Sikhi. So that's been started in Malaysia. So I brought the same thing here.
Okay.
And the first time when I approached Dudley Gurdwara, Guru Nanak Gurdwara, I say I want to do a Gurmat camp, and the kids will stay in the Gurdwara. And the committee were looking at my face. They said, India jo onda. I said, no, it happens in Malaysia.
Okay, yeah.
And that was the first camp we started, I think in 90 something.
Okay. So you started that from Dudley and you've started branching out. I remember I did attend some of your camps around about 2 years ago, and there were some in Somerset. In Somerset, you had some in West Bromwich.
Yes.
Yeah.
That time I was doing my Granthi Seva in Dudley.
Okay.
So we started our youth camps from there, and then I shifted to South Birmingham.
Yeah.
So we continued the camps in South Birmingham Gurdwara.
Okay.
And I was approached by Guru Harai Gurdwara to also do a camp there.
Okay.
So from there, a lot of different Gurdwaras have approached us. So at this moment, we sometimes in the holiday we do 4 to 5 camps. Like for this August, this week, end of this week on Sunday, we are starting our first camp.
Yeah.
That will be in Guru Harai Gurdwara.
Yeah.
And the following week will be in Guru Nanak Gurdwara, Spark Hill.
This is Spark, yeah.
Yeah. And the third week will be in Guru Nanak Gurdwara, Sajali Street.
Sajali Street? Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
that's Wolverhampton.
Wolverhampton.
Okay.
And
so
we got a 4th camp which is happening in Bristol.
In Bristol. I'm guessing that's a new one, I'm guessing.
Yes, Sri Guru Singh Sabha Gurdwara.
Okay. Now, what has been your main motivation behind all this? What has been pushing you towards doing this seva? If for many people, you see some people start doing seva, fir har jande, they stop at some point, and this, what has been really pushing you? You must have a very strong push to do this type of seva, especially for over 20 years. That's 2 decades. That's quite a lot.
Yeah. End of the day, I'll say it's all Guru Maharaj's kirpa. No? Yeah. He's doing, and we are just serving the Sangat as he wills.
Yeah.
Like I did mention in the beginning that when I met Gyani Jagjit Singh, so that was actually, you can say, the commitment or the feeling which brought into me when he was explaining to me, if you want to do seva, this is a seva, great seva you need to do. And a commitment I made there, I said, wherever I go, whatever I do, I'll always do Bachandi Seva.
Because I'm guessing these days, as parents as well, they do have a duty to teach their kids, Sikhi and how it must flourish. You've been dedicated to this for quite a long time. And what's the aim? What are you aiming at? You know, you're doing these Gurmat camps. You know, I've seen a lot of kids come into Sikhi through the the camps you've been doing. And what is your your aim really? Your focus?
You see, my main focus is getting the kids together. We want them to experience Sikhi.
Okay.
No? For them to experience Sikhi, they need to be in the Sangat, in the environment.
Yeah.
Like we have a Gurmat camp where everybody sings together, a simple shabda, and they understand what Sikhi is all about.
Yeah.
Once this develop in their system,
Yeah.
and they will know what is right, what is wrong, and then they'll walk on the path of Sikhi. You know?
Yeah.
Like I remember once I was going into a council office to do some work. You know? While I was walking in, this young girl came forward. She's working there and practically having working in the council office. She came forward, and I was thinking, normally they'll say Sasrikal or how are you or hi or something like that, you know.
Yes.
But she came forward, she said, Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Okay.
And I was shocked, you know. And I blah back the Fateh. She said, do you remember me? He said, when I was young, I used to attend the Gurmat camps and Gurmat classes you do. And he said, I'm glad, even though I haven't taken my Amrit,
Yeah.
but I'm glad that I attended the Gurmat camps because that makes me understand the value of Sikhi.
Yeah.
Wherever I go, whatever I do in my life, I know the value of Sikhi in me.
Yeah.
So when looking at that, you feel good and you say, yeah, I've achieved something.
Yeah, it's essentially born in a Sikh family, so
Yeah.
you do have that sort of thing that you're born in a Sikh family and you
Yeah.
know the values and that you're born with and Guru Sahib's given us. And what is the achievement from these camps? What have the children achieved? What have you achieved? What have you learned from them?
Well,
You know,
you're talking about achievement. In the past 20 years, we had a lot of young kids who have attended the camps, who are Monet,
yeah,
and they kept their case and they took their Amrit and they're
Yeah.
walking on the path. I remember this was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
This young girl, she was telling me in the camp, SNA camp in Spark Hill, you know.
yeah,
She's saying that last year I came to the camp
yeah.
and I really enjoyed the camp. I understood what Sikhi is all about.
Okay.
He said, in the morning I started doing my Japji Sahib part, me and my younger brother.
Yeah.
Every morning we get up, we do our Japji Sahib part. Slowly, my mom started joining me. So all three of us get up in the morning, we'll do Japji Sahib part. And then slowly my dad started joining me.
Yeah.
You see, all of us started doing Japji Sahib part together.
I must admit that when I first came to your camps, and it's very difficult to break the routine you've got at home. But one of the Sevadar said that if you can change your routine, and I remember I went to Wales after going to one of your camps, and it was a college thing, and I hadn't taken Amrit at the time, and I slowly started doing my Japji Sahib and my Raras within the 1 week I was in Wales, and I managed to fit that in my schedule. Hopefully, फिर मैं भी Amrit Shak ले आसी at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This young girl saying, she, her brother, her mom, her dad started doing Japji Sahib in the morning.
Yeah.
And they fell in love with Sikhi so much. She's telling me they went to India, they went to Akal Takht, and they took the Amrit of the whole family.
Yeah.
And they came back, and you could see the glow and the happiness on her face when she was telling us the story, you know.
My name's Tamanna, I'm 15. I've been coming to the camp since I was 10 years old, and last year in November, when camp had finished, me and my brother started doing Japji Sahib, and then it encouraged our parents to start Japji Sahib as well. And then one morning we just decided to wake up at Amrit Vela and do the Nitnem. And as we were doing the Nitnem, we did it for a week, and we realised that it's not that hard and we can work towards it. And then we were practicing to be Amritari for a while, and then in March 2015 we went to India and Shaknat Amrit from Akal Takht.
So you're looking at all this achievement. End of the day, I said this is all Vahiguru's achievement.
Yes.
We are just doing his seva.
So, you do these Gurmat camps, and there are several locations, as you've mentioned. And what's the timetable like? You know, do they have to come in the morning? Is it a flexible timetable? How is it?
Yeah, what we have done is we start at least 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning.
Okay, it's quite early then.
Yeah,
Okay,
early,
yeah.
and we finish about 7, half 7 in the evening.
So it's a sort of a 12,
So practically
12, somewhat
the
12 hours.
whole day through.
Yeah,
What we do is in the morning where the kids come to the Gurdwara,
yeah,
and then they'll do Japji Sahib part. Then we have some kind of meditation where the
Yeah.
kids can sit down and try to meditate, and then they'll have little bit of exercise thing to keep them awake, keep them active. After that, we'll have breakfast.
Yeah.
After breakfast, we have computerized all the kids into a database,
okay,
and the database will divide the child according to their age
Okay.
and groups. So they'll be put into different jates, the boys and the girls,
okay.
and we'll have 3 or 4 workshops running together.
So the workshops are tailored as per the age and the
yes, yeah.
requirement of the children.
So the different all the kids will go into a different workshop.
Yeah.
And then after 55 minutes they rotate.
Okay.
The first one will go to
So
second group, second will go to third group.
So do the lectures have to be tailored
Yes,
as per the
we-
workshop? So
yeah.
then, like, if they're young kids, you have to be somewhat more interactive. If they're
Yeah.
older, it's a sort of a lecture, university lecture type of thing.
Yeah. So the lecturers are already prepared for it.
Okay.
We have informed them you'll have 8 to 11 years old, then
Yeah.
you might have 12 to 14 years old. You might have 15 to 18 years old.
Yeah.
So they're different age, so they'll sort of adjust it accordingly.
Okay. Okay.
So that rotation will go on a workshop from 9 to 1.
Okay.
And then 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock is lunch. Lunch also is something very interesting, is the kids all will sit together
Okay.
and they'll do Simran first. And then after that we will do Ardas together. Dada Datai Khe Sabko Devanhar, like thanking Waheguru for all the food which is blessing,
Yeah.
He bless us with. And then they all have their food. And then at 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock we'll have a drama session.
Okay.
That is more of activities where the kids will divide in their own groups,
Okay.
and they'll come up with something. They come up with something creative themselves.
Okay.
To sort of they'll do a drama session. It could be a Kam Krod Log Mohankar, the 5 chore, how you tackle them,
Okay.
or they might do a
So it's basically Sikhi based,
Sikhi-based
something
kind
to
of-
instill something in them.
Yeah.
Like, in fact, I would believe the drama sessions are somewhat memorable as well. So, like, as the kids grow up, you're going to remember.
Yeah, they can
"Oh, look,
remember."
kita si gaus bale," you
But
know.
not only that, what we'll do is every day they'll have the 1 hour drama.
Yeah.
But the last day we'll actually record their drama. We tell
Okay.
them that we're giving you 3 to 4 minutes.
Okay.
You have to complete.
So, in which they have to, like,
They have to prepare
their
and do
best
it, yeah.
performance,
They say
basically. for
any
it.
mistakes all will be recorded. We're not going to stop for you, no? So we'll put the camera, we record the drama, and then in the evening,
Yeah.
we'll show it with where the parents appear and all, no?
Okay.
So anyway, 2 to 3 is drama,
Okay.
and then 3 to 5 where the kids will take them to the park,
Okay.
and in the park they'll have football, they have tennis, round, badminton, whatever games they want,
Yeah,
they
okay.
can
So,
play.
that's the nearest park to the Gurdwara Sahib.
Yeah, every
basically,
Gurdwara
okay.
have a near park, so we'll take them to the park,
Okay.
3 to 5. Then after that they'll come back, they wash up, and then 5:30 they will go for Rehra Sahib,
Okay.
and then after Rehra Sahib we'll have team Shabda.
Yeah.
So like every year we'll pick one Shabda. Like for this year we have the Shabda Jauta Prem Khilan Ka Chao.
Mm,
So
okay.
the simple
No, spoiler
Shabda,
alert, by the way.
yeah, the simple Shabda everybody will sing
Okay.
together, and they'll tell them stories about Shahid Singhs, or tell them story about Sikhi or Guru Nanak and so on.
Yeah.
Then we all will sing together. By end of the camp, you can hear every child singing.
Yeah.
Now, because every day they sing, they really enjoy, and they engrossed into the Shabda,
Hanji.
and they experience it. You know? If I just add into this, I remember this was last year, yeah. A mom called me 3 or 4 weeks after the camp.
Yeah.
She said, "Can you please tell my daughter to stop singing?" I said, "What is she singing?" She said, "She's singing the team Shabda." She's a young 5, 6, 7 years old, you know. She says she's singing the team Shabda all the time, in the car, coming back, at home, while having breakfast, while she's going to sleep, whatever, she'll be singing, and singing is getting into my head. I told her, "Mom, actually you should join her and sing along."
Tika. It's actually, quite something, interesting, something to remember as well. I think
Yeah.
that's the girl you said she remembered from back in the day as well.
Yeah.
So, these camps are any entry charges? Because I've heard of many Gurmat camps here. You go to sometimes a week long or a couple of 3, 4, 5 days long, and you've got quite a bit of charges. You pay 75 all the way up to £300 at some point for these camps. But do you charge for your camps?
No, for our SNA camps, they've all been free. We never ever charge anybody for the camps.
Okay.
Of course, the other question is how do you finance it?
Okay.
I say Vaheguru finance it.
Yeah.
What we'll do is when the camp start, we'll get the local Gurdwara to supply the food.
Okay.
And then or maybe cater whatever expenses we need.
Yeah.
Sometimes the parents will just get together and say, okay, let us get a t-shirt for the kids. So everybody will chip in and buy for the
So
kids.
you've got sort of parents who've been linked with you for so many years who are willing to do it.
So practically we never kept any fees for any child.
Okay.
The whole camp is free. The only fees they pay is not a fees because the last day of the camp is a surprise trip.
A surprise trip.
And every time the kids will be asking me, tell me, give me a clue.
I hope you're not going to say where the trip is this year.
Yeah, I'm not going to say. It's going to be a surprise.
You've already said the Shabbat though. Okay.
Shabbat is fine. That is going to be public.
Okay.
Anyway, the trip, the entrance fees for which theme park they go, that's where they have to pay. The rest, everything is provided by the Gurdwara or by the Sangat.
Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. My name is Dylan Singh. I'm 10 years old and I'm in SNA Gurmat Camp. SNA Gurmat Camp has really inspired me to grow my hair and to become a proper Sikh because I've really enjoyed it, and all their inspiring and motivational quotes have just touched my heart. And today, right now, I'm wearing a dastard and I'm going to grow my hair. Thank you. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. And I went downstairs in the Bar Sahib hall to do my ardas and part. And ask for blessings to grow my hair. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Okay. So the Sikh Helpline, can you just give an insight of the Sikh Helpline? Since there's a Sikh Helpline show, how did the Sikh Helpline get started from the SNA, I'm guessing?
Well, the thing is, we've been running this Sikh Najan Academy for the last 21 years,
Yeah.
In one of the camps, we had an open discussion between the kids. And I can remember the topic was Sikhism in Western society.
Okay.
How do we survive? It's a discussion among the kids. We are staying in this country. How do we survive? How do we keep our Sikhi and so on? So in that discussion, one young girl, she's saying that, look, in this Western society, because of my image or because of my look or because of my religion, I've been bullied in school. I've been called names. They've been pushing me and so on.
Yes.
And I'm very upset to go to school, but I have to go to school. My parents are from India. The father is driving taxi. He said, I come to the Gurdwara. The Gyani is from India. He doesn't understand the culture value here.
Okay.
And I look at the Prabandhaks. They are Siane Bande Baithe. They will not understand what I'm going through.
Okay.
And I'm lost. So she actually brought that case forward in that discussion.
Okay.
And that's where it hit me in my heart, and I started asking myself this question. One side, we're doing all the Sikhi camps.
Hanji.
We're telling them you should be proud. We are the Khalsa, mighty Khalsa.
On the other hand, they're being bullied for it at school.
They're so proud. You should be proud of your Sikhi and so on.
Yeah.
And then on the other hand, like I was saying that they're facing problems in school. When they turn around, there's no one supporting them. I said that is not fair. No? And what I did was, I just got a piece of paper, wrote that Sikh Helpline.
Yeah.
Helpline is a line phone number, and I put a Sikh in front.
Yeah.
And I gave my home number. And that girl's issue, I actually went to the school and I sorted it out. So I gave that number, I printed a lot of copies, put it in all over the Gurdwara. I say, if you're facing any kind of problems in school, bullying, or you need someone to come and talk, do assembly on Sikhi, just give us a call. We will voluntarily come and support you and help you. And the thing is, the calls started coming from so many places until my wife said, I think you need to change the number because the calls come to the home.
House
and that's where I got the 0845 number.
Hanji.
And in those days, 19 years ago, 0845 is free. You can call
it used to be
mobile.
a toll-free number.
Yeah, but now they have changed, So that's why now we also got a mobile number attached to it so that people can call the helpline.
You can ring the mobile number.
And they can.
Okay, so is there any future plans that you're going to go ahead with this? What are you moving forward to with the Sikh Helpline or the SNA?
Well, the Sikh Helplines, we have got a a lot of big plans.
Okay.
Because we have got a new office, we got an administrator on board,
Okay.
and we are looking into a lot of different campaigns. At the moment, the next campaign we are looking into domestic violence.
Yeah.
And then the other campaign we're looking into is mental health, because there are a lot of young kids.
So it's volunteer based, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of young kids, actually even the community is not aware, a lot of them committing suicide.
Yeah.
We had a lot of cases coming through. So we're sitting thinking we should do something about that. You know?
Yeah.
And the other focus plan is we hope maybe in few years time, if things work well, we are hoping to get a call center.
Yeah.
Where we can have people 24 hours working.
Yeah.
And also a safeguard house on the base or principle of Guru Nanak
Yeah.
Dev Ji, because when some safe house, they are not safe as they say it is. You know,
okay.
But I don't want to say about that. But we want to make sure that it's properly run.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of other focus plan.
I went to an almost all white school. It was just when 9/11 happened. But as soon as the 6 weeks holidays went, I went to school not only with Ramal but with the Dastar. And Gani Sukha Singh tied that Dastar on me and taught me how to tie that Dastar. No matter what I faced, whether it's people saying Taliban, this, that and the other, nothing could shake it. The Sakya I heard, the inspiration I'd got from the camp, it was just unbreakable. And it was just Guru's Kirpa that I came to the camp.
The other thing is the Sikh Naujan Academy.
Yeah.
At the moment, we have been doing camps the whole summer holidays.
Yeah.
4 or 5 camps. It takes us 4 to 6 weeks, the whole month. Our focus plan now is we are trying to do some camps in every holidays.
Okay.
And then the other plan is weekend camps, 1-day camp in different gurdwaras.
Okay.
On Sundays. That is another plan we have. And the other thing we find out from our studies is not only the kids, I think even the parents need to be educated. Basic to Sikhi is doing a brilliant job sort of supporting in educating a lot of older
in terms of especially English, the fact that they're doing
then we
English.
got the Boss camp, we got Sikh to Inspire, we got a lot of camps happening out there, which is brilliant.
Yeah.
And we are trying to focus maybe just on parents.
Yeah.
Because more of them are older youth, you know.
Yeah.
So we are trying to focus just on parents camp, and then sort of share the knowledge with them and see how they can integrate with their kids.
Yeah, because
and
times
how they
have
can work
really
together,
because times have really moved on. The type of parenting that you'd have back in India is not really the same here.
Yeah, it's changed,
especially the law and everything. You know, you can't really.
Because sometimes we get cases where if only the parents act in a different way, the kid would have been at home.
Yeah.
Because the actions, the reaction became so bad that we cannot do nothing about it, you know. So there's a lot of issues and things to look at.
Otherwise, for the last a minute or so we've got left, what would you like to say on behalf of on behalf of Sikh Helpline, and what would you like to say to Sangat TV or the viewers?
Well, I would like to say to the Sangat out there, if you go to the Sikh Naujawan Academy sna.org.uk website, all our dates and times are set there for Gurmat Camps. This Sunday we are starting in West Brom. The following Sunday we are starting in Spark Hill Gurdwara. And the third Sunday we are in Sajley Street, Wolverhampton. And the fourth Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday we are in Sri Guru Singh Sabha, Bristol Gurdwara. So if you get opportunity, please send your kids to come down to the camps so that they can understand and have the value of Sikhi. I think that is very, very important, because in this Western society, when you go to school, you see a lot of things which are not Gurmat, which is not Sikhi, and how are the kids going to sort of tune themselves into those things? So how are they going to work around these things? They are there, you cannot avoid it, it's going to happen.
Totally.
So how are you going to avoid it? How are you going to work around it to keep yourself safe? And that is what the Gurmat camps are all for.
Okay, so for Sangat TV, would you like to say a few words?
Yeah, we would like to thank Sangat TV for giving us this opportunity to sort of do these shows and send our message out to the wider community and all the Sikh community in UK and Europe. And my small request to all the viewers out there, if you can support Sangat TV, please put some donation and support Sangat TV, because I think they're doing a brilliant job. And with this kind of shows, we don't know how many new kids will come to the camp, and we might not even know how many kids will walk on the path.
Yeah. Okay, thank you guys. I'm your host Harvinder Singh, and on behalf of the Sikh Helpline and Sangat TV, just like to close up. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.